Creativity. One thing that really breaks my heart is when I hear people say that they don't consider themselves creative, or you ask somebody like, "Oh, do you creating?" And they're, "Oh, no, I'm not really creative," or I'm more like, And I feel like that, for me, that just is an indicator of how disconnected from self someone might be, because at our root we're creators, and it's like, I don't know, if you're a religious person and say you believe in Christianity, you practice Christianity. They say we're made in God's image. And when we talk about God, what do we call God? The creator. So if you're made in God's image, how could you possibly feel like you're not creative? It's like, that's the one thing you are. Before anything else, you're creative, and everything else. That's the one thing we all have in common, is that we're creative, that we're creating all the time. And I feel like it's not that they truly aren't creative. I feel like maybe a lot of times it's that their perspective on what creativity is that's a little skewed. They may see it as like the arts, or like because they're not painting, or because they're not making music, or not, drawing and stuff like that, that they're not creative. But it's like, creativity is in everything. It's like, do you cook? If you can cook, especially without a recipe, you just put some things together and it comes out good. It's like, yo, that's super creative. That's a super creative process. Getting dressed. Even if other people don't believe, that you can dress, but if you put on clothes and have a style that's uniquely yours, like, that's creative. And just life in general, life is a creative process. The things you decide to do, the things you decide not to do, the people you associate with, the people you don't associate with, all that stuff is creative choice. What time you wake up, what gym you decide to get a membership at, where you decide to apply to, where you work, when you leave the job, how long you stay. Like, all these things are creative processes in writing the story that is your life. Like, when you watch a biopic of somebody famous or something like that, and you watch their movie from them growing up to, whatever, it's like, okay, when did that become a creative thing? When did it become a story? Not just when the person made the movie, but their life itself was a story. And now this is someone trying to tell it and capture it. But the true essence of it is the story, the creation was their life. The choices they made along the way, the things that they didn't do, the things that popped up, how they responded to adversity, all that is creation. So I challenge you, if you're someone who feels like you're not creative, I challenge you to zoom out and look and find where that hidden creativity is. And if you can't find anything like the cooking or the getting dressed, or even if you're a good liar, like, if you get in a jam and you can make something up and people always believe it, that's creativity. That's creativity. It may not be good to everybody, but hey, that's you creating. So yeah, I definitely challenge you to zoom out and see where that creativity is hiding from you at. And yeah, if you're somebody who typically is like, yeah, I'm not creative, then I challenge you and I want you to let me know. I want you to, hey, respond, comment, message me, however you need to let me know. Be like, yeah, I didn't consider myself creative, but now that you say that, yeah, there's this, there's that. And if you don't find anything, let me know, because I'll tap in with you and we can find it. I'm on a mission, because that really breaks my heart when people are like, yeah, I'm not creative. It's like, what? Are you crazy? Like, we got some work to do then if you think that. But hell yeah. So that was a channel message, and I felt it's not something I haven't said before, and it's something that whenever I hear that, I'm always quick to get on somebody and be like, what? And try to challenge them and see if they truly aren't creative, and I always find something, and it's like, oh, I never really viewed that as creative, or they downplay it, and it's like, that's the problem. It's not that you're not creative, you don't see it, and it's like, or you don't see it as that, or you don't value it as that, but it is that. So yeah, let me know. And yeah, I appreciate y'all, I really do. And I hope this Monday finds y'all in good spirits. And yeah, things may pop up and show up and, mess up the perfect story that you're writing, or seem to mess up the perfect story that you're writing. Embrace those challenges and, decide that, okay, that's cool. They threw a monkey wrench in your story, but it enhanced your story, because if you take it the right way and you incorporate it the right way and integrate the energy the right way, it will enhance your story. And think about it, any movie you've ever watched, any book you've ever read, there was always obstacles and things to overcome. If it was just peachy keen, straight line from here to their achievements, that wouldn't make a very good story, and it wouldn't make a very good movie. So embrace the obstacles that pop up, embrace the frustrating things, embrace just the energy, and understand that it's all your story. And sometimes, you know, life throws side characters and different things at you to see what you'll do. And it's like improv. If you've seen one of those improv shows and it's like, oh, they throw a word out there and then they use the word and they incorporate it into whatever the skit is. It's kind of like that. It's like, all right, what are you going to do with this? It's like, oh, okay, what about that? And it's like, okay, let's see. And then you know, and then you are empowered to make your story. Your story's already great. You're empowered to tell it however you want to tell it. So, yeah, thank y'all for being a part of that experience and that journey with me. Yeah, as we all continue to navigate the energies, this container, and just life in general. So I'm really grateful. That being said,